assignment number 46. So again, it usually goes in your notebook this way, so I put the 46 over here. And, all right, so some of this is going to be review. I think what we'll do is we'll start with one like the letter W, because once we do the W and maybe a couple of these over here, the rest should be very easy. And in fact, on this first column only, you may do them right there as long as you're showing all of the steps. It's not mental math. You have to show me what 12 times 3 is, what 9 times 2, and then subtract. So let me go ahead and get a piece of paper. And when you're doing this, who remembers PEMDAS? Yeah, so please excuse my dear or dear my, whichever comes first from left to right. And then Aunt Sally or Sally Aunt. Again, whatever comes first from left to right, with the P being parentheses or brackets, E being exponents. Again, multiplication, division, or division or multiplication, whichever comes first. So let's go ahead and start with the W. So W, put it on your paper. These need to be done on your line paper. So on the top, who knows what you would have to, so what, you don't have to bring the whole thing over.
There's 2 W's.
It's this one we're doing right here. All right. So on this one, there's 2 things that I can do. Who knows one of them? What's the P stand for? Parentheses. Do I have a parentheses here?
Yeah.
So I would, sometimes I underline it so I can see. But I can also do this in the denominator, even though it doesn't have it, because it stands alone. So what I'm going to bring down is I'm going to bring down the 6 times the 2. Now the parentheses is going to go because I'm coming down to one number. And by the way, what's in between 2 and the parentheses? What operation? It's a multiplication, so I'm going to put the multiplication sign. And then 8 minus 3 is what? 5. So you should all be writing this right now. And then on the bottom, what's 11 plus 4? 15. Now I still have the whole thing in brackets times the 6. Then you do start all over again. Once you've done one step, you do the next. Yes, sir.
So then we multiply the 2 times 6, which would be the 12, and then times 5 would be 16.
And with multiplication, it's commutative. I can change the order. So in other words, I could go 2 times 5, which is 10, times the 6, which is 60. Okay. Divided by 15. And you are right. And that's going to go 4 times 6, which is 24. And find your answer. Are these, I guess, the answers? Oh, yeah, find your answer at the bottom of the page. So on this one, you will have to fill it out, and you're going to put the letter W. All right. Then we'll do the one right above it, the letter D. And again, so plan your first step so you don't have to write the whole thing. So who knows on the letter D what you would do first?
2 plus 1.
The 2 plus 1, the inner. And that, by the way, that's the only thing that you can do because that 3 is hooked to this, so you can't do anything else. So I'm going to put down 5 plus my bracket, 4 times 3. But then I'm going to put my times sign. And what is 2 plus 1?
3.
It is 3. So I'm done with that bracket, and I just have to put the outer. I'm done with the parentheses. So I put the outer bracket. And then we can do all of these at the same time. 3 times 3 is 9. And 9 times 4 is, which is equal to 41. So these, and it's the letter D. Here it is. I think the others are going to be kind of easy. Let's go and do maybe the letter, we'll do the letter E. And I'm just going to do maybe one more on the right side. It's going to be pretty easy. So the letter E, on the letter E, there's 3 things that you can do first. Who knows where the three things are? In the parentheses. So I can do all of these. I can do this one, and this one, and this one. So it makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to put down my 12 times, what's 15 divided by 3? 5. Over, what's 20 times 5? 100 minus 20 times 2, which is 40. And then we're just about done. Can you see that okay? And so, okay, so that's going to be 60 over 100 minus 40 is 60, which is what? 1. Which is 1. So they're not that difficult. Okay. And so where the 1 is, put the letter E. Alrighty, and then we're going to go over to these. So this one is evaluate. In other words, you're going to substitute and then solve. So this is kind of a special one. I'm going to leave that one for you to do. But let's go ahead and look at the letter W. This W right here. And then so M times N. What is your M? 3. What is your N? So you're going to have to fill out, you're going to have to substitute, tell me what those are, minus the 5 times Y. And what is the Y?
0.
So just, even though we know it's going to come to 0, put it down so I know you substituted it. And then the A plus the B. The A plus the B is 1. 1, isn't it 1 plus 2? Okay. All right, so now, but you don't tell me it's 3 until the next step. So the next step is 3 times 10 is what? 30. Do I need to put anything down for this? I could put minus 0, but it's going to cancel anyway. And then this is 3. So we're just about done. What's 30 divided by 3? 10. Is that this one? Which one did I do? This one? All right. So this is 10. Where you see that 10, you're going to put a W. Okay. Now, this is the last one that I'm going to do, and then we're going to do the quiz, and then after you're done with the quiz, you can come back and do this. Again, these 2 columns you need to put on your paper, but this column, the first one, you may do right there. But again, you have to show each and every step, like 13 plus 2 times, what is that going to be? 9 minus 6 is 3. Yeah, you don't have any negatives on this one. And so 13 plus 6
I mean, 19.
is 19. And which is right here, the letter P. All right. Alrighty. And then again, the last one is this letter U. Yes, sir. Let's just do this last problem, and then you can, sweetie. So let's go ahead and do this one, the letter U, which is the X is 6 times bracket, then the B, which is what?
2.
Fred, be getting this down. And then fill in the parentheses. The M is 3 plus 1, end parentheses, minus 3, end bracket. So show all your substitution. And then what do we do first? There's only one thing. Parentheses. So 6, 2 times, you're right, 4, minus 3. Who knows the next thing?
2 times 4.
Yeah, within here, you're right. You have to do the 2 times 4, which is 8 minus 3. We're still within the brackets and parentheses. So 6 times what? 5, which is what? 30. And my job is done for today. So that letter, the 30 gets the letter U. Okay. And so again, last 2 columns, do it on your line paper. This first one, you may do it there. And then I am going to start passing out the quiz, which you may do it right on the quiz. But you can do a couple while I'm getting it all ready. And let me stop this.